right, old school NBA fans, self-research, NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. Want to give a special thanks to Mr. Whiskers 65 from Canada. Thank you very much, my man. Really appreciate it. Also want to give a special thanks to, again, G the Great. Thank you very much for your super thanks. It's much appreciated. And also to Gramps Skateboarding 4814 from New Zealand. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate your support on this channel. In this video here, LeBron Media always makes a big deal about the Golden State Warriors being 73-9, and LeBron beat them. You'll hear from their own mouths how much stock they put in LeBron James's team beating that Golden State Warriors team because of the record. Why else would they keep saying it over and over? To get the proper context, I'm going to play these clips here for you so you know what we're talking about.
Said and done. If he gets to the finals this year and he beats the Warriors for taking down this team with a 73-9 on his resume.
What did you see?
Dong.
What did you see from your guy?
73-9.
What about that heart got taken out?
Down 3-1.
I beat the best team to ever be beaten in a finals. The best team to ever be beaten in a finals, I beat them. The 73-9 Warriors with a unanimous league MVP as the defending champions. And if we want to take it further, Broussard, if you look at the 16 LeBron and MJ finals appearances, and we ranked all of the opponents, the 7 hardest belong to LeBron James.
And the line is going to be, well, of course the Cavs get there. Their path's so easy. I mean, because here's a fun fact. Playoff series, the Warriors with Steph Curry have beaten the Spurs at 0. They've beaten the Clippers 0 times. They've somehow ducked around the teams that make the West so difficult, aside from having to play the Thunder last year. So path to the finals, if we could put it up there.
Okay.
The last 2 years, those are the win totals for each team the Warriors and Cavs have played. Oh, so that's interesting. The teams the Warriors played in the amazingly tough West combined for 296 regular season wins over the last 2 years, those seasons. The teams the Cavs have played combined for 298 regular season wins. So the Warriors' path is more difficult. Why? Because they beat the Rockets twice?
Pelicans?
Because they beat a Blazers? Why? Tell me why. Explain it to me. Because I see that the Cavs beat a 60-win Hawks team. I see that the Cavs beat a 56. Look at the conference finals 2 years ago. The Cavs were playing a 56-win team. The Warriors playing a 55-win team. Last year, or 2 years, it was 60-55. Pardon me, 56-56. Like, what are we doing here? We twist ourselves in knots to make conclusions reach what we think they should.
You heard all that. They're obviously putting a lot of stock into the Warriors being 73-9, right? Well, then that means that record must mean something then, because they're putting so much stock in it. But why do they ignore the records in almost every other situation? That's what they do. They'll omit things on one hand and then say, oh, they had the best record, so record matters. Well, we're going to get into the record then of LeBron James and also Michael Jordan, just to see how they stack up to one another when playing high record teams. Let's take a look. LeBron James' best teams he faced by record. Here we go. The best team was the 2016 Warriors, 73-9. They won 4-3. 2015 Golden State Warriors and the 2017 Warriors were both 67-15. LeBron's team lost 4-2, lost 4-1. All right. The fourth best record was 2008 Boston, 66-16. They got beat 4-3. Also, 2006 Detroit, 64-18. They got beat 4-3. That rounds up the top 5 teams that LeBron James ever played going by record. How about the 2014 Spurs and the 2011 Chicago Bulls? They lost to the Spurs 4-1, beat Chicago 4-1. 2015 Atlanta is the 8th best team by record that LeBron James ever played. They won 4-0. That's excellent. How about 2009 Orlando, 59-23. They got beat 4-2. 2018 Toronto, 59-23. They won 4-0. Cool. So let's take it a step further. Going by the opponents by record, LeBron James against 60-win teams, 3-5. How about 59 plus win teams, 4-6? How about 58-win teams? His record goes to 6-9. And the 59-win teams was Orlando, Toronto. 58-win teams would have been the equivalent of, I also included, 2012 OKC, 2013 San Antonio, 07 San Antonio, 21 Phoenix, 2018 Golden State. Okay, so 58-win teams were 6-9. How about 57 plus win teams? That would include the 2024 Denver Nuggets and the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. So now we're at 6-11, 56 plus win teams. That would include 2011 Boston, 2014 Indiana, and 2016 Toronto. LeBron James' team actually beat all those teams. That brings it up to 9-11. And they played one team with 55 wins. That was the 2018 Boston Celtics. So that means that in LeBron James' career, that means in LeBron James's playoff career, 55 plus win teams, his record is 10-11. Against everybody else, under 55 wins, 30-4. There you go, right there. A losing record against 55 win teams. Since record is a big deal, these guys have been making this case for years about how Golden State, you heard Nick Wright talking about the best team to ever lose a finals, which is crap. We all know that it's crap. They were lucky to even make the finals in 2016. Are they better than those Lakers or Celtics teams in the 80s? Yeah, I don't think so. They better than the 1958 Celtics? I'll never get on board with that. Plenty of teams that lost in the finals that were better than the 16 Warriors. They just weren't the best team ever. But they keep using record as the reason. Okay, fine. We'll play the game. Michael Jordan, his best opponents by record. Take a look at that. The best team that Jordan ever played as far as record goes was the 1986 Boston Celtics. They were 67-15. The Bulls got beat 3-0. You got the 1996 Seattle Supersonics and the 97 Jazz. They were both 64-18. Well, Michael Jordan's team beat them both 4-2. 1989 Detroit Pistons. They were 63-19. Bulls lost 4-2. How about the 1993 Phoenix Suns and the 1998 Utah Jazz? They were both 62-20. The Bulls won both series 4-2. 1997 Miami Heat 61-21. Bulls won 4-1. 1993 New York Knicks 60-22. Bulls won 4-2. Now we go to the 1996 Orlando Magic. They were 60-22. And the Bulls won 4-0. So that's the 9 60-win teams that Jordan played. All right? LeBron played 8 in 55 series. He played 8. Jordan played 9 in 37 series. A quarter of his series were against 60-win teams. But that's not all. How about 59-win teams? 1990 Detroit, 59-23. Bulls lost in 7. 1985 Milwaukee Bucks. Bulls lost in 4, 3-1. 1987 Boston Celtics. Again, 59-23. The Bulls lost 3-0. That means for 60-win teams, Michael Jordan's career was 7-2 against 60-win teams. That's pretty impressive. How about 59 plus win teams? He lost to all 3 59-win teams, believe it or not. That puts him at 7-5, winning record. How about 58 plus win teams? Well, that would bring into play the 91 Lakers and the 98 Indiana Pacers, so that record goes to 9-5. How about 57 plus win teams? You got the 89 Cleveland Cavaliers, 92 Cleveland Cavaliers, 92 Portland, and 95 Orlando. So the Bulls beat 3 out of those 4 teams. So that puts them at 12-6 record against 57 plus win teams. How about 56 plus win teams? You would then bring in the 1997 Atlanta Hawks. That would mean that Michael Jordan record against 56 plus win teams is 13-6 against all the teams winning under 55 games, 17-1. Jordan's got a better record against 60-win teams, 55-win teams. And then if you even go under 55, he's got a better record there too. At every level, whatever you want to say, Michael Jordan's team performed at a higher level than LeBron James did. Use whatever metric you want. I've used them all. Top 5 net rated defense, top 5 for MVP, multiple MVP players, multiple first team or just all NBA players in general, or against just first team all NBA players, going by record. Use any metric you want against top 75 players, against Hall of Famer, whatever metric you want to use. Michael Jordan won at a better rate than LeBron James did, period. You could say in just the finals, the conference finals and finals combined, use anything you want. Michael Jordan won better. He just did. This notion that because LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Golden State Warriors does not automatically mean anything. There's no context here. You're not saying what was the health of Steph Curry. He missed games in the playoffs. That's number one. Number two, was this the best version of that team during the finals? Because in the Western Conference Finals, they were down 3-1. Oklahoma City choked it up, or else Golden State doesn't even make the finals. And then number three, Draymond Green was suspended. Andrew Bogut got hurt. I don't think Bogut made a big difference, but it's got to be part of it, that's for sure. And I just think that they'll bring up unanimous MVP, Steph Curry, and all that. Kyrie Irving outplayed Steph Curry in that series. And I got to think that the health had part to do with that. If this is a fully healthy Golden State team, it's probably a different outcome. We're never going to know this. But even still, are people going to look at me with a straight face and say the 2016 Golden State Warriors, both regular season and playoffs, was the best team we ever saw? Really? You really believe that? Because I don't. I think that Golden State was a really good team, but I also think the NBA was pretty weak at that time in 2016. I think San Antonio, Oklahoma City were pretty good teams. Cleveland, yeah, they were pretty good teams. The rest of the league was very weak. But then once Steph Curry was injured, that was pretty much it. They weren't the same team. They just weren't. San Antonio Spurs in 2016, they were 40-1 at home. That's the best record of all time at home. You're telling me that team is on the level of the 1986 Boston Celtics? We know better. No, there were not very many good big men in the NBA. The guys that were making first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense. It was like Tyson Chandler, Mark Gasol, Joakim Noah, Al Jefferson was making All-NBA. Just guys that normally would not even sniff an All-NBA in any other era, literally any other era. And guys that were winning MVPs. I mean, come on, Russell Westbrook won an MVP. Please. This would never have gone down in the 80s, the 90s, even the 70s. I mean, this is one of the worst eras of the NBA. But you can't say on one hand, because of a team's record, that this was a great win based on that team's record with no context, and then act like other teams that Michael Jordan beat, like those great Utah Jazz teams, Seattle in 96 or Phoenix in 93, Orlando in 96. These were really good teams that the Bulls beat. The Cleveland Cavaliers in both 89 and 92. These are excellent teams. Portland Trailblazers in 92. All these teams were really good. The 98 Indiana Pacers, 97 Miami Heat. What, they're now what? Terrible because Shannon Sharpe says so? Yeah, I don't think so. That's not how this works. Michael Jordan beat more 60-win teams. And I got to be honest with you. Look at the 2008 Boston Celtics, for example. Yeah, they won the championship. They got taken to 7 in the first round by a 37-win Hawks team. Or how about the 2014 Spurs? Everybody says, man, great basketball. Some of the best basketball I ever saw. And I'm not saying they weren't a great team. They were. But they were taken to 7 games in the first round by an old Dallas team where Sean Marion, Dirk Nowitzki, and Vince Carter were the best players on that team. They were all 36 or older. They pushed them to 7. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I give daily content. And that's it. Until next time.